How you doing, boxers? How you doing? Don't be shy. Boxers are not shy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know, actually today, sorry cutting you short, but today we have you guys here, and by a show of hands, how many people agree with the word boxers?
By the way, now that we're here,
do
can
you
we agree?
being called boxers?
Can we agree?
Because we are all boxers, right? Because we love the BoxPod.
Yeah.
The
Boxers?
eyes have it. Sindio?
BoxPoders. I heard someone saying BoxPoders. That's so long. Who wants to be called BoxPoders? Show of hands. Fantastic. So okay,
You want to
so
be
there's
called
one,
box
sorry.
podders? The next podcast to create. So thank you.
For all those who agree to be called boxers, say aye.
Aye.
The eyes have it.
Yes, thank you so much. This is our Fast Boxers Hangout. We are so excited you guys are here. Let's make some noise, guys. We're really, really excited. Yeah. Ngoja kwanza. Nani huyo alikuwa anaambiwa juu ya matiti hii side? Make some noise for Kalala, guys. I love it. Wash a mic.
Honestly, I don't like it where every single time we're talking about terrorists, I'm on the table. Let me get some noise for the BoxPoders now. Nice and easy. Let me get some noise. Aya tena. I'm Draghi. All right, nice and easy now. We're about to jump into something called the Q&A with the BoxPoders. Are you ready?
Oh yes, we
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Kerry, are you feeling the vibe?
I'm feeling the vibe.
Are you feeling the vibe?
Feeling it.
Now one time, long live the clan. Once again, long live the clan. What day? One time for the clan. Let me get some noise. All right, so we are about to jump into the Q&A. And do you have any questions? Who's going fast?
All right,
Let
now,
me see.
Kalala, before we get to that,
Umenikasirikia?
Ngoja kwanza.
Nimeacha basi.
All right, so guys, I just want to give you a little story about how we got started. Would you like to hear that?
Yes, sir.
Because I know that's why you guys came, right?
Yeah.
All right. So one day I was bored. And I was like, you know what? I want to start a podcast. But then I didn't want to do a podcast where we're talking about like basic stuff. I wanted to talk about real stuff. So then I was like, who would be a good fit? So I hollered at Kerry. How many of you know I did a radio show with Kerry? How many used to listen to Homeboys?
By show of hands.
Way back when.
From HBR, yeah? Ignition. Yeah, I watched it for him, that show. You're welcome. So I really did enjoy meeting Kerry when we were doing Ignition. And fun fact, when he joined the show, I was, not the podcast, but Ignition.
Yeah.
I gave him a hard time. He'll tell you another story. I
Yeah,
gave him a
this
really
one we
hard
want
time.
to hear. This is why we are here.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that story.
No, this is a story for another day. We're not here about Ignition. So then I called Kerry, and then we sat down with Kerry, and I told him, this is what I'm planning to do, a podcast, and no holds barred. I already know how he thinks. So I kind of know how he thinks. So I was like, we'll be perfect. But now we needed an equalizer, right? Someone who is completely different from me and completely different from her. And the best person, because I knew Joyce before he knew Joyce, and I knew her. So I was like, I hollered at her, and she was like, you know what? Let's do it. And we sat down and recorded the first episode. Guys, for a chance to win yourself a merchandise from BoxPod, where did we shoot our first episode?
When did we upload our first episode? Not shoot, because...
No, shoot it. Where? What was the venue?
Can we
5,
get some drum rolls?
I see a hand.
3.
She
Two.
raised her
There's a
hand
hand there.
first.
Oh, who raised it?
NSK.
The hand is where?
You are absolutely correct. It was down here at NSK.
Come box.
It's okay,
There
you
was
get your
something
chance.
nice there. But
Yeah,
okay, you
yes.
keep going.
So we recorded the first episode, and we're going to tell you more about why we don't release episodes on a regular.
Our biggest
because
fight.
the devil is with us. But I'll hand it over to Kerry.
And right after, so we'll continue the story,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Right after we got to shoot our first episode, we got to realize that we actually have got something. And I feel so great being together with this amazing ladies because with the much that they have managed to do in the industry and the much that I have managed to do, I feel welcomed in the fact that we are able to share the same kind of goals. And we got to do a couple of episodes. We got to go through some mishaps. I know if you are a real BoxPod, like you're a real boxer, you have definitely DM'd either myself, Kwambox, or Joyce asking, where is the next episode? What happened to the next episode? And the fact that we're here today, we're actually going to talk about podcasting and get to find out the highs, the lows, and what podcasters get to go through, and why you don't get to see some episodes. And one of the things, if you are a real boxer, there's an episode that was uploaded and we sounded different.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Baba, what do you mean different?
If there's someone who could
The
actually,
real boxers know.
if there's someone who can describe, like how we sounded, I think I'll give you merchandise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
All
if
right.
you've watched all the episodes, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Here,
1.
this guy here,
How
this
did
guy.
we sound?
Microphone.
Ngoja,
Kalala,
ngoja.
lete mtu microphone, please.
Mandem, inaonekana he has something to say, Baba. What's going on? Tueleze.
I think you. Hello? Icon. Oh, icon. So I think you did the voiceover after I recorded the episode.
We did the?
We did the voiceover
Voice
after
the
recording.
episode.
We-
After I recorded the video.
No,
Boy, stop.
no,
we didn't
that's
do
not
that.
it.
The voice was off. The voice was off. I can tell the voice.
Yeah, it was off.
So I'm just going to jump in there and say,
Now, we actually sounded like cartoons. I thought.
oh, yes. No, did we upload it? No, we didn't. We
No,
didn't
we didn't
upload
upload
it. We
it.
didn't
That's
upload
not
that
the
one.
one. We didn't upload
No,
that
that's
one.
how.
No.
You're telling them the industry
Oh,
secrets.
damn. I'm going to tell
Kerry,
you secrets.
Kerry.
All right, so what
Kerry.
we're going to do right now, we're giving you a chance. This session is called the Q&A. We're giving you a chance to ask us any question that you wanted to know about anything that we've spoken about the podcast, or if there's anything, open your heart now. So the microphone, Kalala will give you the microphone. Ivy can
I'm
help
your boy.
there.
I'm Kalala. Hi, guys.
Yes. So
Yes.
Ivy will help here.
All right.
Any questions that you have about BoxPod or Ask Guys, feel free.
This is your one and only chance.
Imagine we won't judge you.
I think I can go first just to break the ice.
Okay.
Kerry, wala uliamua dredi.
Ati
Walai. Jordan ilikataa.
Uliamua ni dread.
Niliamua nifanye?
Dredi tu walai.
Niliamua nieke dredi.
Bad decisions. Bad decisions.
Bad
But it is
decision.
what it is. So it's Q&A situation in the moment right now. So if you have a question that you do want to cast upon my ultimate beautiful people, who is going first? Show of hands. I will not go by shikabas, shikabas, shikabas.
Fiti sana.
Can't hear.
Please speak up, Sikuski.
You can't hear.
Kerry, mimi niko na swali. Kerry, ukweli uliamua ukakaa chini kwa
What? I didn't hear. What?
All right, do you mind standing up and giving us the
Yeah.
question?
Hi guys.
Hi.
Mimi niko na swali kwa Kerry. Ukweli Kerry uliamua ukakaa chini. Miguu straight.
So now, the thing is, first of all, what's your name?
Dennis.
Dennis.
Yes.
Dennis, imagine, I didn't know how to operate that kind of toilet.
Operate.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else who's ever had such a story? By show of hands.
Yeah.
You've had someone
ever-
use the toilet the same way?
Have you ever seen the
Okay.
Asian toilet and not known how to use it?
Maria, are you saying yeah?
It's
Just a-
common, right? Yeah.
Kerry, Kerry,
So,
Kerry.
so you're trying to say it's not just you?
Yeah.
Tell us about this toilet situation. So what happened? Tupe story. Tuko very ready for Tuesday.
So
Kukaendaje?
my first time seeing an Asian toilet, and that's the toilet that it's not a seat, but it's on the floor, and it's not a latrine. It's the one on the floor, and then the shimo has got like some porcelain thingy. So when I saw it for the very first time, I was in primary school, and I didn't know how to use it. For close to half the term, I'd been sitting on that toilet.
Oh my God.
That part you didn't tell us. No, that part you didn't tell us.
Yeah, that part
You
I
made
didn't
it
tell
sound
you.
like it was a one-time thing.
It wasn't a
No,
one-time-
you made it
I
sound
didn't-
like... Did he not?
Kwani-
You made it sound like it was a one-time thing. Wow. The entire term. The entire time. Wow, Kerry.
Kwani you
Wow.
When you thought it was day one of
I
school
need a
for me to
drink.
be busted, it wasn't. Like, I've been using that toilet like that.
Oh my God.
And this one time, my boy, he's called George. Shout outs to George, by the way. If it wasn't for George, I wouldn't have known. So you know how school toilets have got that space, or public toilets have got that space, chini. So as in, I was there seated on the floor using the toilet, and he peeped down, saw me. I was the butt of all jokes in the school.
I mean,
After that,
ain't that right?
You're not just gonna pretend like you didn't just tell us you did that for an entire
yeah,
term.
you got
Can I just jump in here and
Yeah.
say, I mean, guys, I think sometimes you just need to be real with your friends, right? Like, you just have to be real. Like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, no, I have so many questions. Like, guys, what the fuck? Okay, and then my second question, like, you didn't get sick.
Honestly.
Like,
Imagine, I
because
did not.
I assume, look, people, okay, if you watch this episode, you know where this story started from. I have a fascination about toilets. I guess you've probably figured it out by now. And my fascination is not because I spend so much time there, guys. No. It's because a lot of people don't have access to toilets. I've mentioned it, right? So it is a luxury. When I go to my toilet, like I hear the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here. It's like a throne, right? And if you live in a place where you have a toilet that you don't share, please just know you're a king. You're an emperor, conqueror, champion, lion. It is you, right? So we were talking about this, and we realized that, I mean, you've seen the videos of house helps. You've seen the videos, right? You're on TikTok, you've seen the videos. And we make so much fun about them. And people in those houses are like, wow, unaweza fanya aje? Unakojoa kwa sahani aje? Mimi hata sikuwa najua. And you know, you're causing at this person, but the person who's causing is here.
Yeah.
Nah, come on, like you can't
Aya,
judge
number
some-
2, what did they say
a
about
kid.
public toilets? Therefore, number 1.
What the
I've
fuck?
grown
Fuck, I've
up.
been sitting down on this toilet.
See, I was,
Like for real, you didn't get sick.
you know how kids are protected. Like kids can literally eat shit and
Hey.
like nothing happens to them.
Okay, yeah,
So
that's true.
That was me being a kid and actually not falling sick out of doing that. Ama, I hadn't grown.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there any other question?
Next question.
Feel free to ask us anything. We'll answer to the best of our knowledge.
There's a question here.
Hi guys.
Hi.
I'm still on Carrie though. I need to understand. Did you used to remove like your clothes? Yote. Unakaa chini.
Yeah,
as
that's a
in-
good question.
No, see, to your uncles.
As in, haikuwa inachafu- like, bro.
Are you seeing the image we are seeing in our heads right now?
Yeah.
Man, like,
But
please
it
stop
seems
painting
like-
that picture in
Yeah.
your head.
I think we need to share this
Yo.
information because what would be so bad is if there's a kid right now who's doing it, who doesn't know. Every day they go to school. They're on the receiving end of happies without their knowledge. Help a kid out there. Spread this information. Can't believe you're spreading your butt cheeks on the floor of the toilets. And then you know the way school toilets are gross. They're
Yeah.
nasty.
Nah,
Oh
I
my
went
Especially
to
God.
primary school. It was primary school, right?
Yeah, I went
Yeah,
to
you know
good
how
school.
clueless people are in...
Please, let's move from the toilet.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
go
move.
to the
Let's go to another
restaurant.
question.
Any other question?
So hi,
Hi.
my question goes to Joyce. Joyce, hi.
Hi.
I just want to ask, hiyo kicheko
Eh.
ulitoanga ukiwa mtoto ama ulianza tu? I love it by the way. No, not
Thank
the-
you, thank you. I've had this laugh for as long as I've known. My mom actually tells me I laugh like my dad. So yeah, I have my dad's laughter. He was the quietest person in the room. You'd never even notice him. He'd go sit somewhere in a corner by himself. But when he laughs, that's when you'd know he's in the room. And I've had so many people tell me that, tumekusikia kutoka kwa gate, tumejua uko hapa juu tumekusikia ukicheka. So I guess I inherited it from my dad.
Signature laugh.
You know how if you're a guy, like how you gauge whether this babe likes you or not. Like she'll laugh at anything that you say. So if you've ever hit on Joyce and Joyce laughed,
She doesn't like you.
it's not you, it's her. So just so you know.
Yeah. She laughs
Wow.
at anything. For real.
Yeah, I have so many laughs. I have my real laugh, like from the belly laugh. When I'm nervous, I giggle. When I'm annoyed, I laugh. When I haven't heard what someone says, I'll be like, like I have so many laughs. So I think I should list them down for you
I
guys.
have
So that when I'm
never-
laughing, you know
I
what
have
I'm laughing
never had
about.
the other one.
Yeah.
Should Joyce give us
I have
examples?
never.
She's
You
an
see the other one.
actress,
She's told
right?
you that one for aha. I have never had it. I've never. There we go.
Because I won't ask.
That's the one. That's the one she gives me all the time.
No, you
Yeah.
mean the belly laugh. I give you the belly laugh
give
all
me
the
the
time.
belly laugh, yeah.
So I have like categories of laughter. So just pay attention. Sometimes I might just be laughing because I haven't heard what you've said, and I don't want to ask again.
Girl.
Wow.
Next.
Next.
Remember, this is your one chance. You can ask anything you want. We won't bite.
Don't be shy.
Hey guys,
Hi.
Hey, Chris.
so tell me, who's the brains, who's the fire, and who's the creative?
Oh,
Uh-huh.
I think that goes without saying.
It does not. Please enlighten
brains?
us.
Who's the brains?
Enlighten us.
See, when we did the live yesterday, you guys told me my forehead is growing because my brain is growing.
Na ni
Guys.
kiburi ndo uko nayo.
Wow. You know that ain't true. But like, let me just be honest, guys, and I'm saying this with all humble respect, right? We're all smart. But the curve goes like this. I'm kidding.
Are you trying to say it goes
From
by
wherever
height?
you guys want to start from. Me, I
You're
know
trying to say it
ends
goes by height?
Here. It ends here. No, actually, but for real though, I feel like I've got the most craziness, like 'cause I don't
100%. So if it's
think
fire,
normal.
yeah.
Yeah, I think if you're looking for like unique angles of madness, like I got that. But if you're looking for like more sane stuff, I feel like Kerry is like super grounded, like in the way he thinks. But then he's got like a funny element, so he's like he thinks in puns, and Joyce just shuts it down. Like she's just trying to shut it down. Like if you play basketball, the big man. She's just like shut
the
the
slam
fuck
dunk.
up with that fact, yeah. But then she also comes through with like some fake facts, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll give you a few more today, don't
Yo.
worry.
Okay.
I'll give you a few
Great.
more.
So that's
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm also the Lulu of the group. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
never know what's going on. Me, I'm just existing. Everything is fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes you guys even update me. Like for real, it's not a gimmick. They will tell me what is actually going on. Like
Yeah.
in current news. Me, I think I live in a different world from everyone else.
But you
No,
know
I
what?
don't think it's a different world. It's like it's Joyce's world, and then
Yeah.
everybody else exists.
Basically.
But I
Yeah.
think I find that a lot of Kenyans don't engage with what's happening in the country. Be real. Are you as Delulu as Joyce? Just say me Delulu.
Thank you. I knew
If
Here's
you
how
don't
you
usually
gauge,
know what's
yeah.
I knew
happening in the
Amini.
country,
Do you
just me Delulu.
Do you watch the news
You
every day?
Delulu? Yeah. So there's a lot of Joyces.
We're in this together,
Yeah.
guys. We're in this together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so it's
okay.
basically my world. The rest of you just exist in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So me, now I'm the one who comes with the information,
Yeah.
and then Kerry now just grounds us. Because me, I'm just like, let's go, guys, let's go. Yeah. There's a question there.
Slow it down.
Yeah.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My name is Linda, and I just wanted to remind
Why is
you
Linda's
guys-
microphone low?
Yeah.
Can we add? Kwani mna Linda sound?
So,
Sorry, yes?
so there's a time you guys were talking about how fuel prices are going up,
Yeah.
and we need alternative ways to move around. And Joyce had a brilliant idea of using horses,
Yeah.
and we were to patent Farasi something.
What was it? Farasi tax?
No.
What was it? It was
Faras ni ya mwingine.
No.
Wait, sio ni app ya Eric Omondi ama?
Now, I was to bring up, have you guys seen that? let us down on
Yes,
this
no,
idea
no, no.
of Farasi.
Or you were waiting for us to like patent it and like make it like a thing.
Man.
Yeah, you'll be our first client.
You know?
Let me ask. You know, Kenya, the president has added taxes. Let me tell the Delulus, the president has added taxes. So, me, the way I see it, I think the president watches your Instagrams, right?
Because?
If you see Kenyans on Instagram, right, on the weekend, for example, is Kenya really struggling? Are you guys really economy in our Finya? So, with all due respect, hatukuwa tunataka kuwa wenye the only ones on the road with horses, because us guys, don't, by the way, that 3% story, I was misquoted. I did not say I'm a 3%er. Joyce is a 3%er.
Yeah.
I just exist as near her.
Wow.
Right? Me, I feel the effects of the economy. Please, by show of hand, you Delulu, keep your hand out. By show of hand, who is feeling the economy? No, don't feel pressure. Don't, just, the rest of us, just put your hand down. Guys, team boxers, you guys are boxers.
Not
with
boxers,
me.
boxers.
Yeah, these ones. It's okay. Tuko pamoja.
You were
The
not
horse is
misquoted.
coming.
We were, we
We're
were all misquoted.
Yeah.
I was just sharing the little bit of information that I knew that day.
Yeah.
That happened to be in current affairs. So I feel like we were all misquoted. If there's anyone here who works for KRA, we have no money.
But let me ask
in
you
fact,
guys.
we want money.
Yes.
Yeah. So if anyone is KRA affiliated, we have no money. Hizi vitu zote tumeomba, hatuna anything.
Kabisa.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
to our sponsors
Yeah,
who
thank
gave
you to
us
our
for
sponsors
free.
for free.
Things
Yeah.
for free.
No money.
But let me ask you guys, right? What was I going to ask?
Yeah, what were you going to ask?
Oh, no. In that episode we mentioned, because that episode, people quote me the end. And I'm just like, I stand by everything I said. 50K, right? You're going to work and you're earning 50K with the taxes as it is, right? Like, is that money sustainable, right? Can you say like you're living, right? Which is what we try to say in the podcast, like to bring it out, like unless you're a like beginner student, which means you have a sponyo who are your parents, right? Some of us we don't, right? So if I take that, for example, 50K, I mean I have to even just transport. Isha kula kila kitu,
Yeah.
right? And then in that mix again, I have to eat, right? In that mix again, I have to give the government because I'm a good abiding Christian.
You
And
have
the way-
really
and the way
tried
it
to
is-
save yourself from this 3%
but
story.
the
This
way
is
it
too
is-
late.
This is what
It's
I want
too
to hear
late.
from you.
The
If
way
you
it
don't
is right
agree-
now,
if you don't agree, I'd love to hear.
The way it is right now, the way the taxes have been added, it's gone up to 20%. So you can imagine if what you're taking is 50K, out of 20% of that would go into deductions.
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you survive? Like, how do you budget and make sure that you've got money for you to, to come to Nairobi Street Kitchen and sit
To
at
go
the
to
bar?
Aluta,
Oh,
right?
no, there's no more Aluta.
Yo, it's still there, bro.
Now, see,
Aluta?
they're doing away with Aluta.
No,
We have
no, that
Mugithi
baby
now.
is the Lulu like her.
Who?
She's Karanyamu. Shpelekadi to Senate. Again, I'm feeling you in.
No, they'll remove Aluta. We have Mugithi, so we go support Samido.
Anywho,
Yeah.
Next question, please.
Think about it.
next question. Anyway, if there's anyone who feels that point was not, like you feel like, look, give me the 50K, I'll make it work.
If you can budget that 50K for us.
All right.
In a month.
So we are all
So
on
we're
the
all
same page,
3%ers.
right? We're all on the same page.
So
We're
we're all
all
3%ers.
3%?
No, we're all
Yeah, we all have a lot
3%ers.
of money.
All right.
So we're in this together.
Next question. Moving on. All right. There's something I wanted us to unpack that happened. So part of the reason why we don't release episodes, because this is one of the most asked questions on our pages. We do care to release episodes like Akina Maria on Mic Check, right? We do want to release episodes regularly. But believe it or not, we make an effort. So there's sometimes we record and then the devil shows up himself personally and just
And takes the footage.
mwenyewe, as in Lucifer, with the whole. No, wait, that's Doja Cat.
In the
Sorry.
middle of the night. Yeah, it's Doja Cat.
No, I was going to describe the devil, then I remembered that's Doja Cat. That's not the devil. That's Doja Cat. So anyway, so we record everything and then you pata, like the one he's telling you where we sounded like Mickey Mouse, we recorded and then we're like, yes, we have 3 episodes in the back, woof. And then the guy, Mungai wave to guys. Yeah,
There's the culprit.
it's called Mangai.
It's called Mangai.
Mangai, yeah. Mungai. So he then, like, we have various issues. Mara, someone hasn't pressed record on the audio.
Man. What was the issue the first time? Before we released the first episode, we must have shot about 3 times.
shot 3
I
episodes.
swear to God,
Yeah.
we shot like
Shout out
before
to
our
Gilly.
first episode.
Gilly is here today, by the
Yeah,
way,
our
if
day
you've heard us
one
talk about Gilly.
videographer.
Gilly, come, guys, want to see
Yeah.
Gilly? Yes. Do for us though.
Pigeni makofi.
Everybody.
He's the one who
Give me a
records
song.
these episodes for you guys.
Let's do the catwalk to the front. Gilly, come, what want to kukuona? So the guy with the
Wave.
dapper suit there. So we record, so these things happen. Like sometimes we have technical issues and we've recorded. Like I think we have maybe 10 or 15 episodes.
Yeah, unreleased.
There's one we did with Fena.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
what
yeah,
happened,
yeah.
I
What
had
happened
Red Bull,
was
right? I had an energy drink. So I was too hyper on that episode. We couldn't really see it, right? And we recorded with Fena. It was not alcohol. We don't consume alcohol when we record.
By the way, we're usually
content.
very sober. For those who are asking, we're always 1,000% sober.
Yeah, we're so
That's just our
sober.
personality.
Yeah. So I had too much energy drink and we watched this thing and I was just saying, oh my God, guys, what the fuck is going on here? Nobody's seen this shit. It was uploaded and everything. Gilly was very mad at me, but it couldn't come out, guys. I don't want you guys to think I'm bipolar. I have ADHD. I don't. I don't have this kind of problem. So that's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one was sound. There's one, what happened? The sound got corrupted. What happened?
Yeah, we've had issues with the sound card getting corrupt.
Yeah.
And again,
Now, that's the one we didn't record, the sound. Like, it was all...
Because I remember we were seated over there. Remember these 2 tables
The
for...
sound card wasn't on. It's Gilly, right? Yeah.
it was me.
It was here.
Yeah, it was here.
Yeah.
One of the first times.
An
It was here. I
episode we
think we were
recorded
seated
at
there.
Street Kitchen. Episode
Yeah.
3.
3
3
episodes we were not able to release.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
whoever we want to auction those episodes, you can take them as is.
Limited edition. Like, you ain't gonna see them
Never
nowhere.
been seen, still in the pack edition.
We'll give
in
you the
100 years'
masters.
time, it will make sense. All right, if you've got no questions, we want to get into the panel session. So I want to give you our last chance if you don't have any questions. Kwani, you guys don't watch the episodes? Kwani, you guys will just come to see us
Don't be shy.
with your eyes?
You can
don't
ask
have
anything.
questions?
Hi.
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 My question is, do you sometimes record stuff then you're like, akiangai tutachoma, kuna haja upload?
Yeah, what's
Do
your
we
name?
ever?
My name is Shiko.
Sorry, I didn't
Shiro.
hear that.
Shiko.
Shiko.
Chico,
Yes.
ask that again, please.
My question is, do you ever record, like you record an entire episode, then you look, when you play back, you're like, nah, this one tutachoma.
Tunachoma.
Yeah.
There's an episode that Kwambox had Red Bull.
Yeah.
Akachoma.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the only one. There's another one we've ever not
Yeah.
released.
So we have a rule.
Kuchoma.
I should not consume coffee or Red Bull right
Ever.
before the recordings
Ever.
because
Yeah.
my brain, if you feel like my brain works too fast, at that point, I cannot stand by anything
cannot be
that's coming
stopped.
out at that point. It's too much. It's
Yeah.
too fast. Yeah.
And when we had just started the podcast, I was in a space in my life where I'm like, fuck babes. And
Do y'all remember that?
you remember, yeah?
Yeah.
And
And thank God for Lotan.
yeah. If you also lot and pray for me. So there's an episode where I really bashed an ex and nikajua nimechoma kabisa. I remember telling Gilly, from this minute to this minute, kata
Kata.
yote.
Kata.
Yote.
Hey guys, you
want it
missed.
uploaded.
Hey, bruh.
Hey, you missed.
You missed a lot.
Hey.
Yeah, so we have those instances.
We
Shiloh.
definitely do.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you say some things and you're like, like, I don't want that to be known as like my stand on
Yeah.
like a certain topic, especially the more sensitive ones. Even there's an episode I've ever been like, nah, I don't like how my views came out or how my opinion came out when it came to that. And because we're all brands here, so we have to think about how we are going to be perceived. As much as we're trying to entertain you guys, when it comes to like really sensitive topics, like, anything sexual or anything to do with kids, you have to be very careful how and when you talk about it. So
Yeah.
sometimes we're like, hey, you're tumechoma, let's just not. Yeah.
But just to be clear, right? I stand by everything that I say, right? I stand by every fucking thing I say, right? Because I think only when I feel like I'm not conscious, when the Red Bull has taken over, and I'm just like, what? Yeah, that's the only time. But then there's something you've said about being a brand.
Yeah.
I feel like in the world right now, everybody's like oversensitive. Man, guys, you can't even say the word fat, right? I can't say like, yo, that person was fat. Guys be like, oh my God, how can you say that person was fat? I'm like, shit, I said she's short. I never had someone come to me to tell me that that's bad, right? So I feel like because we're such a global village, right, we have to sort of weigh what we're saying, right? So I feel like we're in a world where people don't want to be telling the truth, right? Like, my truth and what I think about something and what you think about something are just what we think, right? It doesn't mean that that's now what I'm going to do to you. It's just my opinion, right? And yeah, we're in a world where everyone's opinion matters. So, yeah.
Jitete.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hi.
We're in a world when everyone's opinions matters. We wanna hear Fena and we wanna hear Combox on Red Bull. Mfikirie muone kama release your episode, and my question is about that. What you're saying makes sense, the brand aspect and you being careful, msichome, but we want to see you guys unfiltered, we want to see you guys put out your real selves, namsi G-limit. So how do you balance being unfiltered and actually giving us true content yenyu and the brand aspects na kutochoma? And again, tunataka kuona hiyo Fena pia.
I'm going to let Carrie take this one.
There's a platform called Patreon. Do you know about Patreon? Most creators nowadays would have YouTube content and have Patreon content. And most content on Patreon, people don't really get judged or cancelled because you actually go and subscribe to see this person choma or this person go and do something. So if it's such a space, then I'm sure we'd definitely be okay to do it. But as much as we champion in being free and also expressing yourself, it has its limits and its levels where you wouldn't want to look insensitive or even just compromise your own self. Like we all spoke about taxes here, and everybody's trying to like make a buck or two. So nikiendelea hivyo kuna check ingine nitakosa. So
that's
yes.
For him. Hiyo ni yeye.
Hiyo ni mimi.
Hapa kila mtu anajongelea. I don't think we've ever recorded saying, let's not go this. I don't think there's ever a time where we've discussed and said, we can't say this or we can't say that. And that's, I feel like when you're choosing someone to have a conversation with, it's important that you know how this person thinks. So that in the event that even think about it like on radio, you've had people have been cancelled because of the dynamic of the people who are sitting there. Like I could be having a conversation with these people and I know their values, right? So I know that nobody is going to come here and say, yeah, let's kill them. I'll just be like, yeah. So I know that whatever is said amongst the three of us, I can stand by and say, hey, I know this guy. I can stand with him, or I know what she said, I can stand. But we've never had a scenario where we've said, like these cancelled episodes are not things we said that were just, these are personal issues, right? Like someone came when they were too dealing with life and they just say, yeah, fuck that, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. And then after the episode is when you're like,
Yeah, like what the hell did I just say?
I kind of need to live with this person, so let's edit this out. But our stand on things that are public, tunapambana nazo zikitoka.
Yeah, and also just to add on, like 99% of the time we are honest and unfiltered because we've had those conversations between ourselves. We'll always ask each other, is this a topic you're comfortable talking about? Is it okay if we talk about this? If there's something either of us doesn't want to talk about, then we'll just look for something else that suits all of us. So the 1% is, like Kwambok said, sometimes after the episode, you're like, what the hell did I just say?
Yeah.
Like this is all going to YouTube. It's a global, thing. Everyone is going to hear and listen and think this is who I am and how I present myself. So that only happens like 1% of the time. But 99% of the time, if we're not comfortable talking about something, then we don't even bring it up.
Yeah.
So we always have that conversation.
Believe it or not, the episode comes out and we're watching it with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even us, we're boxers.
Yeah.
You've forgotten
We're
what you said. You're
consuming
like,
with
"Hey,
you."
what did we watch? Let me go watch before.
Exactly. Like
Before
what I
10,000
say?
people have watched it, yeah. And sometimes some of them we have not even watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because half the time when while you're recording, you're in the moment, just basically pouring your heart out and speaking what's in you. And then now it gets to that point, you're also like rewatching and trying to remember, oh, so this is what I said. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But most of the time we say stupid things and we, like Kwambok said, we stand by it.
Any other questions in the room? The floor is still open.
It's okay. If you
Yeah.
don't have a question, I have a question for you guys. Do you remember when we started, who was in a relationship? Right? Guys, do you remember how she was choking me with her relationship?
Excuse me?
Hey.
Do you
You guys,
remember?
if you don't want to be in a relationship, love is good. No.
So are we going to pretend like Kerry was not in a relationship? and now he's madly in love?
No, I wasn't.
Mr.
but
Oh, fuck these
Do
babes.
you remember? Do you
Yeah?
remember that episode?
Oh, how the turns have tabled.
Hold on,
Let me
guys. Hold
speak.
on.
Do you remember the
This is
episode?
my question first. Relax your nyash.
Okay.
You love your time.
Sawa.
Okay. And then now do you remember the one who was like anti-babes? Everything he discussed is Sidri, until we were just like, who hurt this guy? Sidri, he's hooking up with the neighbor. Then he moved with the one couch. Guys, do you remember? We went to visit him with the one couch. He moved with half the couch. You know what I learned from that episode? Dating is for the dogs.
What do you mean?
I learned, because you used to speak about dating. Paka nasema, guy, what am I doing with my life? Right? I go out one date, I've come back, we're recording, I'm just like, guys, woo, I have content to speak about. Before we finish the episode, I'm not in a relationship.
I swear to God.
Right?
I swear
so
to
I'm
God.
just like, hey, how am I living this life of mine? Because Joyce has seemed to figure it out. Right? Hapa ni wapi?
So also, guys, have you noticed how each of us, our status has changed, but Kwambok's has stayed the same? Consistency. So good for you.
Thank you very much.
Consistency.
Thank you very
I
much.
don't think.
Consistency.
Now-
Our statuses
now
have
you're
changed.
you're
You've remained the
you're
same.
clapping too early. I don't think it's consistent because how many times has Kwambok's been in a relationship and the next episode she's not?
That's what I mean. She's
So-
remained consistent.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think Joyce is the Lulu one in the group. This is the Lulu.
I feel like I'm being judged.
No, we're not judging.
no,
we're
we're
just
not
Listen,
saying.
let me tell you something, guys. Relationship is not the price.
What is the
In
price?
this economy,
What is the
how?
price?
What are we, why?
No, if you are with someone, you'd be suffering together. You'd put your paychecks
Joyce, you
together.
see, I'm telling
you know what I mean?
You are not
And
in
then
a
you'd be like 5%ers, not even
relationship.
3%ers.
You're not in a relationship. Let
Who
Kelly
told you?
speak. Guys, does anybody know who Carrie's girlfriend is? Even us, we don't
Like,
know.
what kind of question
Even
is that?
us, we've
Even
been
us, we don't
asking,
know.
who is this woman in Carrie's life? Woman, are you here?
Are
I
you
was
there?
told she's coming today. By the way, did you see us on the live yesterday? Where did you see Carrie? Who arrived yesterday as well? Kibe. So I'm asking, let's do girl math.
1 + 1 = 5.
Who goes to pick someone at the airport, unless you love them. Kerry, the floor is yours.
Yeah, tell us.
Now, yesterday, I'll actually tell you what I was going to do at the airport.
Tell us to have.
Now, it was a fact-finding mission for this episode, and we'll just get to find out. Please remind me about sex toys when we start recording the episode.
Yes.
Sawa? Just someone say sex toys.
So that's what you were doing at the airport.
So when
Yeah.
we record,
So
you
when
just
you
say
say
sex
sour.
toys.
When we're
Okay.
recording, just say sex toys.
Sour.
Sawa.
Got it.
Right. By show of hand, how many of you have sex toys?
Thank you for your
It's okay.
confidence.
Now I know who's not honest in this house.
Yeah.
Because
Only have
from
one honest person.
from what we are discovering, everybody has sex toys.
Yeah.
Even the guys. Yeah. So thank you.
But stay tuned, we have more information.
And nowadays I hear
From Kerry.
if you don't have one, like your hands work as well. So be the toy.
Next question.
Please, anybody,
Yeah.
somebody.
All right. So, and I think there's a question. There's a question here. Ivy,
Who has a question?
Amanda, the microphone. All right, you can just stand and ask her. Wait, girl,
Wait, Aki, we can't
hear you.
Where's the mic? Oh, there it is.
I think huyo ndo aliambiwa wa matiti ni wewe?
Hello.
Ni yeye?
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Angela.
Yes.
And my question goes to Kerry. There's an episode where he said he got robbed trying to get to a girlfriend in Oga.
didn't hear that.
I think it was Rongai. I don't know. When you were trying to buy sweets, how long did the relationship last after the robbery? And how
Yeah.
good
I'm
was
so
she
sorry.
though?
I didn't hear.
No, the story for Rongai.
When you were robbed in Rongai,
Oh, yeah.
she's asking how long did the relationship last after the robbery?
First of all, it wasn't a relationship, it was a
Hooker. As in
situationship.
he doesn't know how
Let's
to
use the
do-
right terms.
I had
Nairobi
forgotten about that
relationships.
part of my life, but how many know that story?
How many know the story of Kerry getting
Of
robbed?
me
in
getting
in
robbed,
Rongai?
going to Rongai to see a babe.
All right, tell them the story.
All right, so left the show at 7. I used to do the show with Kwambox. So I'd leave the show at 7 to go all the way to Rongai to see this babe.
To see her.
Yeah, to see
Yeah,
her.
yeah. Wink.
And if you live in Rongai, you know when you leave at 7, you probably get there like
At 10. Yeah.
p.m. It's like a whole trip. I'm not lying.
Rongai ni out
So
of town.
Watu wa Rongai, it's okay, don't be shy.
Ulifika hapa mapema. 'cause
Lazima uko na passport.
ulipitia yellow fever. Ndio ufike hapa.
Passport.
So on the way there, I was buying some sweets in Langata.
Sweets.
I'm a sweet tooth.
Sweets. In Langata.
So this shopkeeper robbed me.
Did he have a shop?
Just finish the story.
Ama he
please.
was just hawking.
I think he was a hawker.
He was a hawker
Yeah.
at night.
At night.
Just in the middle of the night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And your brain told you, yeah, trustworthy as hell. Uh-huh.
Yeah. I got robbed. He grabbed my stuff, ran out of the car. I decided to be macho, run after him up until I realized that I've left the car running with the doors open in the middle of LA. I don't know anyone there, so I ran back to the car, forgot about everything of mine that was taken. I decided, you know what, at least I have someone's laps I can go and be like, you know what, I've been robbed.
Laps, yeah, that's what we are
That's
going
smart,
for.
that's
yeah,
smart.
yeah. It's
Me, I'm
definitely
telling you, if
the
I'm
laps.
robbed, that's the end of the journey.
Bro, that's the end of the
Now I live
day.
in Langata.
That's the end of the night. I swear to God. That's it's
Like,
over. I'll see. We'll
that's
talk
why I'm
about
not
this
a guy.
tomorrow.
As in-
But we know why you still have to go to Rongai,
I mean,
so we're not judging.
we
have to
have
go.
guys. We have guys in the house. Have you ever gone through, like, what's the wildest story you've ever gone through for getting pussy? Because that's what was happening. He went all the way
Yeah.
to get some.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Like, guys, I'm sure you don't need to tell us the story, but I'm sure you've PT'd something.
If
No?
you're not, you're lying.
How many you guys just zero grizz?
With the neighbor.
Neighbor.
Taking some tips from Kerry.
All right.
You know, I had some guy say ati ng'ombe inakula penye imefungwa.
Ati nini?
Ng'ombe inakula tu penye imefungwa.
Wewe uko umefungwa?
Zero grazing.
Me, I like exploring. So basically, I went all the way to Rongai, but the relationship didn't last.
Obviously.
Yeah.
It's long distance. You know, long distance,
I
they
didn't
don't
feel
mean
like
very well.
she understood the much that I had to go through to see her. So
You mean traversing counties and
yeah, it got to that point, you know, you do you, me, I'll just do me.
Damn.
Yeah.
You can imagine
so
how
please,
this
ladies,
babe,
understand what men go through to actually just get to see you.
Carrie.
Yeah.
You know, there's a part you've never thought about. The way this girl tells this story. So, kuna uchali I used to date. Uchali alikuwa anatoka all the way from Nairobi, imagine. Alikuwa anachukua the last flight.
just to come and see me.
Jesus.
Imagine nakiliibiwa.
Wow.
Damn.
Any other question? What were boxers way? Guys, your energy is so low. Are you okay? Yeah? Are you good? Ama kuna wengine wamenunuliwa ticket waingie hapa. Wamekuja kuona Charisma. Yes, we got Charisma who will be performing later. We've got a panel session where we'll be talking about podcasts. By show of hand, how many of you are podcasters or have aspirations to be a podcaster? Super. So we've got an awesome session. We've invited some of our friends who are also podcasters. Some who are doing better than us because inconsistency is key. I said inconsistency.
Inconsistency.
Yeah. If that's then I think we'll break. Thank you so much for all your questions. You didn't have a question? All right, maybe I should ask you guys a question. What is your favorite episode? If you were to nominate your favorite episode of BoxPod, which one would it be?
What's that one thing you remember from the episodes? Please don't say toilets.
Let's pass the microphone here to the front.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
Mine basically is the small dresses episode. I feel like you guys were really like honest with your ass will catch a flu, man. Like, cover up, man.
Wait, which episode?
The one
Nano minis.
Yeah,
Nano
the
minis.
micro minis one, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
Nice.
also, I had to say, Kwambox really leaves us on anasemanga nitakuchapia hiyo storo. We also want to know the storos that Kwambox tells you guys because yeah, they look juicy, man. Yeah.
So guys, how many of you agree with me that the dresses have gotten super, super tiny? Right?
Right.
But I feel like babes think that I judged them. Right? Like the ones who wear the small dress. I can't judge you, girl. You wear what you want.
Yeah.
See, ni matako yako inapata homa. Right? But, you know, like, the day I went to Skate City, there was like these ushers. Because I feel like the babes who do ushering in the club, I've done that, by the way, before. But not for clubs, for gigs. What do you call it? When you're... Yeah?
Promotions. We used to call them activations.
Yeah, the babes who do activations.
That was my first job.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I mean, okay, not my first job though. It was like passive income manenos. Yeah. So yeah, thanks. So anyway, so you'd go for those gigs, and that's when you know that babes really keep it here. Right? Because they'll give you a brief, like, come with your tiniest dress. Luckily for some of us who are doing like corporate stuff, right?
Yeah.
Corporate gigs. But then now you're at the club and you're seeing this babe, right? And you know she needs to make some money, right? And then they've worked at her. You're just like, is that your small sister's vest? Right? It's like a tank top, but now it has been stretched to become a dress. You know those dresses I'm talking about,
Yeah.
right? I mean, so I'm there, I've come to eat, and then embarrass myself skating because I don't know how to skate, right? So I was on the ground the whole time. These girls are passing, they're passing. I thought I'm the only one who's seeing this shit. So the guy who stood next to me, I thought he was enjoying the view, right? Because, you know, guys, you love to see this shit. That's why they're dressed like that. But then this guy turned to me, he's like, Kwambox, Is it just me? I'm just like, say less, bruv.
I've seen it too.
This babe, if she sneezes, itaroll yote mpaka hapa. You know when the dress is so tiny, you have to keep adjusting it.
Yeah.
Like if you sneeze, it will just roll and like just be here. So I just wanted to keep protecting her, like in the event that, you know, even
In
if she was
case
wearing
you
a
just wanna, like,
tampon,
help her,
you
yeah.
would see the
This- I
string,
swear.
right? So as in, it was just wow, right? Like, but then maybe I'm getting old. I don't know.
No, we definitely are, because that used to be us at some point. You know
No,
what I mean?
I don't think they were that short.
They were short in like
But
our
not like
in
that.
the in our parents' generation or like the generation that came before us. To
Yeah.
them, we were naked.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I
sure,
mean?
for sure, for
So
sure.
this is just like the another level of
Anyway,
who we are.
wherever to nano yako, tuko tu sawa,
Nano
imagine.
mini.
Thank you so much for wearing your outfit and showing us.
Yeah.
We love it.
Thanks.
And everything in between.
But it takes a whole lot of courage to like wear such dress. But one thing I'd like to just point out, and I know every guy here would attest to it, if you're going out with a babe, she's decided to wear the dress, and the jacket that she's picked is those two. The jacket looks like it's a crop top in itself. Like it's figured like up until here. Muko sijui Uhuru Gardens concert memaliza. It's time to go home. That's when that 5 a.m. baridi kicks in.
Bas.
You left home,
Yeah. Warm.
You left home warm. Like you've got your hoodie, you've got your jacket on top, you wore a t-shirt because you knew, man, this place is going to be freezing. And that's when that babe is now there shivering in front of you, looking at you. So you give me your jacket. Man, enyewe mandem tunapitia, but it's all right, right?
But you'll give her your jacket.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do?
At least you're a gentleman. That's fine.
Hey, OJ onesha nipples. Say you're trying to even bat your eyes for the guy standing next to you.
You'll fly away. Don't do that too much.
Because he's just like, and that time his cousin is like, oh, I see this babe trying to ask for my jacket.
He's not even making eye contact.
Yeah, he's not even trying to look at you.
But
Now I know it's
it depends
scary
on
to
how
go
she
to-
was like, well, if you came together and obviously she's your baby, yeah, definitely you have
Yeah,
to
if you're
do
trying
that.
to get some, you definitely have to
Lakini
give her the
kama
jacket.
uko ndani alikuwa na kuonesha maringo, hapo ndio sasa you're like, you're feeling cold, yeah? We're
Pole.
going home right now. Yeah, you'll be fine.
All right. So I think we're going to end this session here. If you don't have any questions, I can see a whole group of people. Kalala. Guys, there's room here at the front if you want to sit down.
I have a question for you, Combox.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
Ah, that's a great question. There's a baby who told me, Auntie, you're not even that tall. I told her, speak up. She was down there. What are you saying? Anyway, I'm 5'11".
You're 5'11"?
Yeah.
It's giving 6 foot.
Yeah, it's
giving 6 foot.
I know, right?
Yeah, 6'1", maybe.
Yeah.
Nice and easy. DJ
Thank you
Jiran,
so
are you
much.
ready with the ones and twos? Just because we get into that next DJ, run the tune. Polite, nice and easy.